with the singing of our national anthem. Performing tonight's anthem is Melissa Smith. Thank you, Melissa.
The Jacksonville Icemen kick off a 5-game homestand tonight here at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com as the Icemen will host the Florida Everblades. Game number 11 out of 13 between these two clubs this season. And if the Icemen want to get this homestand started off on the right foot, they will have to beat the first place Everblades, a team that has been in first really since November. Phenomenal record for them at 35 wins, only 12 losses for Florida, 5 overtime losses. But as of late, at least by their standards, they have struggled a little bit. They have only won 2 of their last 5 games. They're 4-4 in their last 8 games, the Everblades are. So this is perhaps an opportunity to catch Florida in a spot where they're not at their best this year. As for the Icemen, they are coming off a huge road victory on Saturday night in South Carolina. The 3-2 win there, which now has the Icemen in 3rd place in the South Division. Jacksonville at 26-22, 2-2 this year. They're 1 point behind the 2nd place Orlando Solar Bears. They're 1 point ahead of the South Carolina Stingrays for 3rd place in the division. Referee tonight is Alexander Ross. He drops the puck and the Icemen control and bring it into the Everblades zone. Thank you so much for being with us tonight as the Icemen and Everblades kick off things this evening. Jacksonville looking for their 2nd straight victory, and they've got a lead pass ahead. It's a breakaway for the Icemen. Fowley, forehand, save is made by Phillips. Rebound goes behind the net. Wade clears it around the right wing wall for Cox. Cox for Michael Neville, and out of the zone for Kyle Platzer. The Everblades back in offense. It is Neville with a forehand and a save made by Jacksonville's goaltender, Tanner Jaylett. So each goaltender with an opportunity to see the puck early in the opening seconds of the game, but a breakout pass from Christophe Lalonde set to Cody Fowley. Fowley had to pull the trigger from about 25 feet away as he had a defender closing in on him. Phillips able to make the save. And then it was Neville the other direction with a wrister from the left faceoff circle that was gobbled up by Jaylett. Puck is down in the Jacksonville zone. Icemen win the draw. They'll skate with it through center. Randolph ahead for Chris Newbury, back after an 8-game absence. Just off the injured reserve list earlier today. And also, happy birthday to Noobs. Just turned 37 years old yesterday. And still going strong here with the Icemen. As the puck is in the Jacksonville zone, Icemen look to clear. They cannot do it yet. Held in at the blue line. It goes underneath for Blake Winicky. Wrister is turned aside by Jaylett. Rebound for Garrett Ladd. Ladd can't clear it out of the zone yet. Comes back to the blue line. Wrister on goal. Save again from Jaylett. Dornbrock with the rebound for Jacksonville. Carries it behind his own net. Up the left side for Newbury. Newbury gives it up. Another steal from the Everblades. Miller at the left point. Looks to get it around Randolph. He'll play it off the end boards instead. Winicky looking for Pooh. Back for Winicky. Comes in on Jaylett. Looks to go to the forehand. It is blocked in front. Loose in front. The Icemen will skate it away. Mingo backhands it off the boards and back to the Florida line. 18-14 to go in the first period. We're just underway. We are scoreless. Each team changing lines. Everett Clark, David Brohl, and Garrett Hunt, your forwards for the Icemen. As the puck slowly trickles into the Jacksonville zone. Chris Rigas, also off the injured reserve list earlier today, on the ice. As Florida gets a steal behind the Jacksonville net. Wraparound attempt. Save is made by Jaylett. He will cover it up as Rigas flattens a man just as the whistle blows. He took down Tommy Thompson and sticks her up high with 17:51 on the clock. This could be a physical affair. These two teams not exactly fond of one another. Jacksonville, of course, plays a physical brand of hockey every single night. Florida does too, but one of their big guns from a physical standpoint is not in the lineup this evening. That is Mitch Vandergunst. No penalties here. We'll have a face-off in the Jacksonville zone. Florida up to 3 shots on goal now quickly after Jacksonville had the breakaway in the opening 20 seconds of the contest or so. That is the Icemen only shot on net so far. David Brohl against Tommy Thompson. Brohl wins it. Rigas drops it back for Shapiro. Shapiro knocks it off the boards for Brohl. Back for Rigas, and the Icemen get it out of the zone and back into the Florida zone. This will be called icing, however. Nobody was able to get a piece of it on the way down. Back into the Jacksonville end. The Icemen, of course, have to keep their same 5 on the ice after committing the icing infraction. The Everblades will change lines, however. Their big line right now is Kyle Platzer, Michael Neville, and Joe Cox. Cox is, along with John McCarron, have really done some damage against the Icemen this year. Cox has 9 goals, 14 points in only 10 games against Jacksonville this year. Puck is in the Icemen zone. Cox and Shapiro collide into the glass. Big hit by Shapiro, but the puck comes free for Platzer for the Everblades. To the blue line, shot towards goal is blocked, swept away by Clark. Brohl shovels it out to center ice. Miller takes over from there and immediately gives it up to Rigas. Rigas forehands in behind the Everblade net. First on it there, Brendan Miller for Florida. Lead pass up the left side. Goes by everybody, goes back behind the Jacksonville net. Jaylett leaves it for Cale Detzel. Detzel up the boards. It's deflected into the Florida zone. Playing it is the goaltender, Phillips, looking for the steal as well on set. He gets it behind the net for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit trying to feed it for Fowley. Knocked away by Justin Wade. Wade, I believe, lost his stick. Everblades get the puck back, however. They cannot clear Ho at the blue line, just held in by Fowley. Wrister on net, blocker save made by Phillips. Rebound chipped off the glass and out by Cox. And the Everblades will continue it on. A bouncing puck batted out of the air by the glove of Jack Glover. And here come the Icemen with a 3-man charge. Glover looks to go cross ice. He got his stick lifted on the play, and the Everblades now in transition. Up the left wing, it's Blake Winicky. Winds and fires. Save made by Jaylett. Got it with the left pad. He'll cover it up on the slapper from Winicky. And a draw will come to Tanner Jaylett's right side. 16:23 to go in period number 1. Still no score. Line change for both teams here. Curious to see how Chris Newbury plays this evening from a stamina standpoint. After missing 8 games in a row, I don't know if he's going to have extra energy because he's missed some games or if it's going to be a little slow for him to get his skating legs back. He is taking this draw against Winicky. Newbury wins it cleanly. It's Mingo chipping it up the right side for Randolph. Randolph taps it ahead for Mingo. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Mingo continues it along into the corner, left side of Phillips. Everblades first on the puck there. Randolph with a good forecheck on Ben Masella. Behind the net, it's Shepard. Back for Masella. Spins away from Randolph. Randolph sticks with him. Masella loses the puck briefly. It goes back behind the Everblade net. McCarron with a dangerous pass. It goes wing to wing for Masella. And the Everblades finally do skate it out of the zone. Jacksonville right back in control, however. It is Dejan Mingo in his own territory, going circle to circle for Dornbrock. Dornbrock shovels it up for Brohl. Into the zone we go. Everett Clark with speed will get to the puck first behind the Everblade net. Clark Gets it towards the blue line for Shapiro, kicks it onto his stick, keeps it in the zone for now. Shepard tries to glove it out of the zone. Pinned up about 10 feet away from the blue line. It is knocked out by the Everblades. Here comes Jacksonville right back in. It is Rigas with a wrister on net. Easy save there for Phillips. No rebound. And sticks her up high again right at the Everblade net this time. And a Everblade player tumbles down to the seat of his pants. That was Masella, who was knocked down, I believe, by David Brohl. This is a very heavy third line for the Icemen. Garrett Hunt with David Brohl and Everett Clark. Cam Critchlow is in action. He's being used, at least for now, as a 10th forward. And as I say that, here comes Critchlow onto the ice. And Clark will head to the bench. So it is Critchlow, Brohl, and Hunt. Face-off is to the left side of Jamie Phillips. Everblades control. It is Downing for Wade. Wade up the right side. Good crisp pass for McCarron. This is Patrick McCarron this time. Taking it behind the Jacksonville net. Kyle Shapiro dropping it for Hunt. Hunt up the middle for Critchlow. Bumped off the puck. Deflected shot on goal. Save, rebound, score. It is 1-0 Everblades. Tommy Thompson will get the goal. His original shot was a deflection that went right off the mask of Tanner Jaylett, and it came right back to Thompson, and he was able to slip one between the pads of Jaylett. 15:04 to go in the first period. It is 1-0 Everblades on Tommy Thompson's 13th goal of the season. 4:56 is going to be the time of this goal. Give the only assist to Patrick McCarron. And the Icemen will have to come from behind against a team that they have struggled against at times this year, many times this year. Another big hit right off the faceoff from center ice as the Icemen struggle getting a centering pass away in their own zone. Now it comes loose and it belongs to the Icemen. Low onset through the neutral zone with Rabbit. They will be called offside. Wasey Rabbit in ahead of the play. Jacksonville this year against the Everblades, 3-7. All three of those wins were here in this building, however. In fact, it was 3 in a row in November and December of this season. They have not won in Florida yet this year. And the last time these two teams played, it was an absolute heartbreaker for the Icemen. Maybe their most heartbreaking loss of the season when they led 3-0 and 4-1 at Florida, only to lose that one by a final score of 5-4. And Jacksonville really feels like they owe the Everblades some victories here. They play step for step with them most every time out. They just have not found a way to get too many victories, save for the early part of this season. Icing on this one is against Florida, 14:40 to go in the first. Jacksonville already trails 1-0 on Tommy Thompson's goal, a rebound of his own deflection. Shots on goal, 6-3 for the Everblades. We'll bring this face-off into the Florida end. Newbury against Platzer. Chris Newbury has Jake Randolph and Garrett Ladd with him. Randolph and Ladd have played some pretty good hockey lately as well. Randolph with a couple of goals last home game, and it is the Icemen with the puck behind the Florida net. Newbury in control. He'll reverse it for Randolph all the way to the blue line, but Mingo wasn't there. He'll have to track it down all the way back behind the Jacksonville net. Jaylett, in fact, will play it himself. He'll rim it around the near side, setting up Randolph. Randolph for Newbury to the neutral zone, no further. A steal there from the Everblades. Derek Shepard moves it cross ice for Masella. Shepard gets it back. Now it's Masella once more from the red line. A wrister into the zone. Mingo first on the puck for the Icemen. Softly up the left side for Garrett Ladd, then for Newbury through the neutral zone. Back for Ladd, but it was behind him. He'll have to track it down and drop it for Scott Dornbrock. The Icemen at their own blue line. It is Dornbrock in control. He's got a little more space now. He'll gain center ice, wristing it into the Florida zone. Jacksonville looks to complete a line change. The Everblades cannot clear yet. Rabbit holds it in at the blue line. Rigas will hold it in once more. High off the glass, it stays in play for Cody Fowley. Florida looks to clear, goes off the referee and helps out the Icemen. It comes to Wasey Rabbit. Backhander looking for a low onset, centering feed, trying to sweep it away. The Everblades just knock it out of the crease. Great look there from low onset to Rabbit, trying to set up Fowley. Florida got a piece of it, and it was loose in the crease for a moment. And Jacksonville right back into the zone. It is low onset, playing it around the back wall for Fowley. Centering feed, comes up for Garrett Hunt, bounces it loose for low onset. Tipped away there from the Everblades, played out to center ice. It is Winicky, 1-on-3. He'll just clear in. Change on the fly for the Everblades, and that allows Jacksonville plenty of time to get it through the neutral zone. Patrick McCarron for Florida. Looks like he's playing forward. He's normally a defenseman for the Everblades, but he's playing up front, it looks like, tonight, as the Icemen carry it through center ice. Clark trying to step around Miller. Does get around that hit, but Perkovich takes the puck. Knocks it off the end boards for Wesley, stolen by Brohl. Glover at the right point with a wrister, deflected on that save. Rebound, score! David Brohl has the Icemen squared at 1. Excellent play by Jack Glover at the right point. Faking his initial shot. He needed a shooting lane, so he faked it initially, stepped around a man, then just threw a wrister on goal, but there was traffic in front. He got the shot through, and David Brohl is there for the rebound, slipping it inside the far post. It's 1-1 with 12:38 to go in the first period. Brohl from Glover at 7:22. There may be another assist on the play from whoever passed it back to Glover. I want to say it was Garrett Hunt. And it is a 1-1 hockey game. Jacksonville again with the puck through center ice. Newbury wrists it into the right side of Phillips, comes right back, looking for Ladd, backhander, save is made, bouncing puck, Randolph can't get to the loose puck. The Icemen now are defensively, it's a 4-on-2 for Florida. Wrister and a great right toe save by Jaylett. As Newbury plays it to the left side for Ladd. Ladd flips it out of the zone, trying to set up Randolph. Randolph's over the blue line. He'll wrist it, deflects on net, and Phillips is able to make the easy save. Comes back to center ice, Jacksonville in possession. Scott Dornbrock looking for Mingo at his own blue line. Tries to shield the puck, works it ahead for Fowley. Fowley for Rabbit, can't get the shot away. Shepard backhands it off the glass. Taking it down on his stick is Joe Cox. He'll give it up, and it's still in the Florida zone. Fowley trips a man up, penalty coming. This one's on the Icemen. Tripping against Cody Fowley. Power play coming up for the Everblades as we take a break. Each team has already scored. Tommy Thompson for Florida, David Brohl for the Icemen. It is 1-1. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. Celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance; and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2019 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, the official puck provider; Warrior, the official protective wear provider; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Jacksonville is shorthanded. They do have the puck in their own zone. Scott Dornbrock skates with it a little bit and then lifts it the length of the ice all the way to the right of Phillips, who is going to be forced to play it away from Garrett Hunt. Hunt looking for a potential shorthanded bid. The Icemen are third in the league with 12 shorthanded goals, as the Everblades now will play it through the neutral zone. It is Platzer moving it to the right for Joe Cox. Drop pass. Hunt takes a man off the puck with a body. Great hit there by Garrett Hunt, and the clear from Scott Dornbrock. Florida on the power play this year, 20th in the league, 15.8%. Jacksonville's penalty kill all the way up to number 2 in the ECHL at 85.7%. Their penalty killing has been superb as of late, and now it's this penalty kill that forces an icing call against Florida. Still a minute 16 to go on this power play for the Everblades, but they haven't done much on the power play yet. Shots on goal now even at 6. And this game is tied at 1. Chris Newbury and Jake Randolph, the penalty killers for the Icemen. Newbury with an offensive zone face-off here. Florida controls. The two defensemen for the Icemen, Jack Glover, who assisted on that David Brohl goal, Cale Detzel also on the ice. Everblades to the blue line of Jacksonville. They'll slam it into the zone. Jaylett quickly out of his crease. He'll play it himself. Up the glass at the blue line. It is held in by Florida. Glover tries to shovel it away. It comes to the right point. Joe Cox holds it in. Looking for Shepard at the blue line. Now Platzer with a wrist shot. Save is made. Rebound is loose. It comes to Newbury. He'll turn and forehand it out. 46 seconds to go on the power play. Line change for both clubs here. Onset and Rabbit are your penalty killers for the Icemen. Brendan Miller for Florida. Weaves through the neutral zone. He'll drop it back for Thompson. Thompson over the blue line. He'll chip and chase. Rabbit defends on Thompson. Puck is loose behind the net. Centering feed, but it comes right to the Icemen. Onset will simply turn and forehand it out once more. Just 21 seconds to go on this power play. One shot on net for the Everblades in this man advantage. That is all. It is Miller in his own zone. Rabbit right on his heels. Miller brings it to Thompson at the red line. Thompson gains the zone, left-hand side. He'll turn in the corner. 4 seconds left on the power play. At the blue line, just held in. Shot is deflected over the crossbar by Thompson. Dornbrock looks to clear it out. His team's returned to full strength. It is pinned up along the far side boards in the Jacksonville zone. Held in by Florida for the moment. Comes to Wesley at the left point. He'll backhand it behind the Jacksonville net. Mingo stands a man up. It comes all the way around to the far side for Jacksonville's Christophe Onset. Everblades knock the puck out of midair. They will be called for touching the puck with a high stick. And we will take another break with 9:19 to go in the first period. It is Jacksonville 1, Florida 1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action. Resuming live play, the Icemen have the puck in their own territory. Kyle Shapiro tries to knock it loose in the corner. Everett Clark is there to help out. Still tangled up along the wall. Clark pokes it loose towards the blue line. At the blue line, not over the line, however. It is held in by the Everblades. Neville and Shapiro now squared up along the wall. It comes free for the Icemen. Still not out of the zone. Neville tries to get it away. Finally, it is Clark knocking it loose and still not out. The Everblades with their forecheck on 3 occasions hold it in. Centering feed deflected away. Now it comes to the Icemen, and it is Garrett Hunt wristing it into the zone. Offside will be called as Hunt takes a hit after the whistle, and Hunt now slams away at Michael Downing. The linesmen immediately come in and separate them. Michael Downing, new to the Everblades. This is just his 3rd game for Florida. And Garrett Hunt did not take kindly to that hit after the whistle. No penalties, however. Just the 1 power play so far. Florida 0 for 1 with a man advantage. I think it was so important for the Icemen to get the game tying goal so shortly after Florida took the lead. You do not want to fall behind against the Everblades. David Brohl, his 2nd goal of the season, just under 2.5 minutes after the Everblades took the lead. And now it's Jacksonville with a little bit of momentum with a game-tying goal, also with a penalty kill. We'll see if that can carry over into a lead here before this intermission. Puck goes into the Everblade zone as Jacksonville cleared it in. Florida first on the puck, easily out of the zone. It's 1-on-1. Cliff Poo against Dornbrock. Shot on goal, save is made. Rebound comes for the Icemen. It is Newbury for Randolph. Randolph's feed deflected away. Dornbrock with one hand on the stick sweeps it into the Everblade zone. Masella has it knocked off of his stick by Randolph, but it comes loose for Blake Winicky. In the neutral zone, Florida gets it to the Jacksonville line, but that is all. Randolph flips it to the right side for Onset at the right circle. Wrister on net, and the save is made by Phillips. No rebound for Wasey Rabbit, who was waiting right at the top of the crease just in case anything sprung free from Jamie Phillips. Phillips this year 18-7-2. Former Icemen goalie, of course. He's 7th in the league with a goals against average of 2.39. Faceoff will come to his left. Low on set, wins it for Rabbit at the right circle. He'll spin to his forehand side, carrying it into the corner is Rabbit. To the blue line for Glover. Cross ice look, just held in, but a man falls down. Cale Detzel somehow held it in. If he didn't get a piece of that puck, it would have been a clean breakaway for the Everblades. Fowley now tries to hold it in. Finally, the Everblades get it away. Man, that was a anxious moment for Cale Detzel, who may have, I wonder if he stepped on the puck possibly. Jacksonville right back in the neutral zone, an interception from the Everblades. Neville will forehand in. Jaylett will tap it into the corner for Glover. Glover taps it through his legs for a low on set. Low on set, chips it up the right side for Fowley. He can't gain the zone yet, comes back to the Icemen. Glover at his own line for Detzel. 7:15 to go in the first period. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Glover in the neutral zone, chips it off glass, looking for Fowley. They are onside as they bring it into the Everblade zone. Josh Wesley first on the puck, takes a hit from Chris Low on set as he comes it around the side for Joe Cox. Steal from the Icemen in the neutral zone. Shapiro for Chris Rigas. Rigas ahead for Brohl, over the blue line for Hunt at the right circle. Wrister on net, stick save is made, rebound is cleared. Jacksonville right back with it at center ice. Shapiro will wrist in. Delayed offside against Jacksonville, so everybody has to come back to the neutral zone. Play will continue, the Everblades with the puck. The lead pass is deflected away by Jacksonville. They now have possession. Rigas in his own zone for Brohl. He'll circle back into his own zone for a little bit before starting to charge forward. Brohl from the red line will backhand it high into the air. Wade against Ladd on the puck. Wade feeds it up the right side for Patrick McCarron. McCarron chips and chases behind the Jacksonville net. 2-on-2 behind the Jacksonville cage. Mingo knocks it free for Dornbrock. Up the right side for Jake Randolph. Randolph sets it up for Ladd and then for Clark. Clark going 1-on-3. Gets pushed down on the play by Masella. Pooh tries to move it up the right side. Masella knocks it towards the line, but not out yet. Clark at the blue line. Does he hold it in? Yes, he does. Knocks it back into the corner where Ladd fights for the puck with Derek Shepard. Good forechecking here from the Icemen as it comes around to the far side. John McCarron now with a little more time and space. Goes wing to wing, cannot set up Pooh, and Jacksonville brings it right back in. Icing this time against the Icemen. 5 minutes, 41 seconds to go in period number 1. It is Jacksonville 1, Florida 1. The Everblades with a goal from Tommy Thompson at 4:56. The Icemen respond with David Brohl, his second of the year, at 7:22. Both of those were on rebounds of shots from the blue line originally. Draw will come to the right side of Tanner Jaylett. Standing at the top of his crease, Blake Winicky for Florida, Chris Newbury for Jacksonville. It is Newbury taking it cleanly for Mingo. Outlet pass for Newbury. Mingo gets it right back. He'll chip and chase after it himself. Newbury goes in for it as well. Wesley tries to play it around to the right side for Miller. And Jacksonville just wanted a line change there after the initial icing call from the previous faceoff. Jacksonville back in their own zone, looking to clear it as Detzel, held in by Miller. Shot is deflected on net, dangerous. Comes back over the goal line, and it's in the net. It is a goal for Cliff Pooh for the Florida Everblades, and it's a 2-1 lead for the Everblades. Jaylett had a shot deflected on net, almost exactly like the first one. He made the initial stop on a deflected shot, but the rebound was loose. And I believe Pooh maybe knocked it off of the skate of Jaylett. It just went over the goal line, not by more than an inch or two, but it is over the line. No argument from the Icemen. It is 2-1 Florida. Pooh's second goal of the season at 14:44. Cliff Pooh is just sent back down to the Everblades from the Charlotte Checkers in the American Hockey League. As Jacksonville tries to play it up the left side, Rabbit over the blue line. Fowley cuts the net. Rabbit looking for a low on set, deflects it over the crossbar. Fowley keeps it moving for a low on set. Low on set at the right wing corner. Tries to get away from Justin Wade. Penalty coming on Florida. It's a delayed call. Rabbit gets it to the blue line for Glover. Glover throws it back behind the net. Out of the net is Jaylett. There's Florida with the touch up. It will be a power play here for the Icemen. Holding is the call against Justin Wade. We'll take a break and see if the Icemen can tie the game for the second time this period when we come back. It's Florida 2, Jacksonville 1. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jax. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena. Feel the chill of winter and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Power play for the Icemen, their first of the night. As good as their penalty kill has been lately, their power play has been the opposite. They are now down to second to last in the league on the power play at 13%, 26th of 27 teams, but an opportunity here to tie this game against Florida. Florida's penalty killing at 15th in the league as the Icemen with a forehand off the post. Is it in? They say no. The horn went off, but they say no goal, and we will play on. I believe it was Fowley who had that attempt for the Icemen. They were that close to tying the game. Jacksonville back at their own blue line. Rabbit through the neutral zone. Over the blue line, this is going to be called offside against the Icemen. I'd love to see a replay of that shot. The red light did not go on, but the horn sounded. Chris Newbury is going to talk about it with the officials. I wonder if Alexander Ross, tonight's referee, will talk with the two linesmen about it, Randy Denkler and Charlie O'Connor. Perhaps they'll even have a consult with the goal judge. You cannot use video replay here, but you can consult the goal judges. And we'll see if they have some sort of consultation. Yeah, they're going to. Let's see this replay. It was Fowley with the forehand. Again, you cannot use the video replay. I cannot tell from that replay whether it went in or not. I would love to see that angle again. I don't expect this to be overturned for what it's worth. I did not see the puck go into the net on that forehand from Fowley. Looked like it went right off the crossbar, right about where the crossbar meets the post. But at least they're having a consultation with the goal judge. Here's another look at it one more time. No goal. Off the post. Just underneath the crossbar, no goal. I don't know if they've made that an official call yet, but just on the replay alone, you can tell that it did not go into the net. It went off the post to the glove side of Jamie Phillips. No goal, now the official call. We will play on. Face-off is outside the Everblade blue line. Jacksonville still has plenty of time on this power play. 1:34 to go on it. The Icemen trailing 2-1 rather, with 4:16 to go in the first period. And it is the Icemen controlling it back in their own zone. Scott Dornbrock, the only defenseman out there. The Icemen going with 4 forwards. Dornbrock through the neutral zone with a long drop pass for Fowley. Fowley over the blue line by himself, cuts around a man, tries to cut towards goal, goes to the backhand. Couldn't quite put it on net, but the Icemen still have possession. Newbury at the half wall near side. Chris Newbury throws it behind the net, comes off the end boards for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit back around the wall, will go to the near side for Newbury one more time. Newbury's pass initially blocked, he gets it right back. It's Fowley behind the net, tries to turn away from a defender, has it on his backhand. Fowley at the right wing corner. He'll wrist it around the wall, pinching in his Rabbit at the left wing half wall. Going to the blue line for Dornbrock, it's deflected away. Possible short-handed breakout for McCarron for Florida. McCarron to the backhand. Dornbrock, excellent defended. And another shot here from McCarron, and Jaylett has to make a big save off the rebound. The Icemen right back into the zone. It is Everett Clark going wide on Masella. Masella takes the body, moves it behind the net for Downing. Downing around the wall. Mingo holds it in at the right point. Mingo for Lalonde set at the circle. Centering feed, looking for the deflection as Brohl got a piece of it but couldn't put it on net. And the Everblades will play it out to center ice. Platzer loses it to Mingo. Offside will be called against Florida. 19 seconds to go on this power play. Jaylett with a big save there on John McCarron, keeping it 2-1. As they show on the Jumbotron, happy birthday for Chris Newbury. Putting his hand up to his ear. He did that once during a game. And I think it became a nice little meme on social media. But for this one, just a happy birthday. 37 years young, and I can say that he's young. Everblades with the puck. And they'll kill off a little more of this power play for the Icemen. Florida knocks it into the Jacksonville zone. Just 7 seconds to go on this power play. The Icemen controlling behind their own net. It is Mingo with it there. Team's back at full strength. Justin Wade out onto the ice. We skate 5-on-5. Low on set over the blue line for the Icemen. Takes a hit from Wesley, but gets it loose for David Brohl. Brohl on his backhand against Kyle Platzer. Flip pass Hunt with a one-timer, and a stick save is made by Phillips. Rebounded to the near side. Hunt couldn't keep it in the zone. Joe Cox backhands it away. Loose at center ice. Comes for the Icemen. Glover dropping it back for Cale Detzel. Circle to circle for Glover again on the right wing. Still in his own zone. The Icemen trail 2-1. They have the puck at their own line. Glover with a soft flip. Looking for Critchlow. Knocked away by Florida. Joe Cox over the blue line for the Everblades. Steps away from Detzel. Turns away and moves it behind the Jacksonville net. Glover golfs it around the right side for Cam Critchlow. Critchlow cannot clear. Neville holds it in. Looking for Platzer at the left circle. Kyle Platzer to the blue line for Downing. Downing with a wrist shot. It is blocked in front. Never reached the net. Everett Clark plays it for Critchlow. Still the Iceman can't clear. Critchlow now will shovel it out, and it comes out to center ice. Hunt with a hit. We've got a whistle. Neville hits Hunt after the whistle. Clark hits Neville after the whistle. And tempers continue to rise. This game is simmering right now, but I think the heat will continue to rise during the course of this contest. No penalties here. Face off at the center ice face-off dot with 1:39 to go in the period. Coming up in the first intermission, we'll be joined by Everett Clark. Clark, who had the game-winning goal on Saturday night in South Carolina. Good to see him back on the score table. He scored also on Friday night in Orlando. So goals in back-to-back games for Everett Clark here. As the Everblades will wrist it into the Jacksonville zone. Will this be icing? Yes, it will be. Draw will be in the Everblades zone with 90 seconds to go in the first period. Jacksonville trails by 1. A David Brohl goal for Jacksonville, sandwiched on around tallies from the Everblades from Tommy Thompson and Cliff Pugh. That's P-U, by the way, spelled P-U. Icemen win the faceoff. At the left point, it's Dornbrock looking for Fowley at the circle. Goes wide on a man, cuts it into the left wing corner. Low on set is there to help out. It's low on set with the puck. Spinning away from a man, leaves it for Rabbit. Centering feed, goes right through the crease, comes to the far side. Mingo with a drive. That goes wide. He was hoping for a deflection. Dornbrock's shot, that is deflected over the crossbar. Comes to the near side for Walsh. Shane Walsh for Florida. Stick handles away from Rabbit. Now he's over the blue line. Wrist shot on goal, and a save is made by Jaylett. Walsh tries to bank it in off of Jaylett. It comes for Rabbit instead. Rabbit for a low onset through the neutral zone. Fowley from center ice will forehand it in. Final minute of play in period number 1 as Jacksonville tries to complete a line change. Derek Shepard looks to get away from Garrett Ladd. Moves it into the Icemen zone. Jaylett first on it there. Flipping it for Glover. At the blue line, over the line, Newbury up the right side for Randolph. The pass was behind him. He couldn't handle it. Everblades in their own zone. Masella knocks it off the near side boards for Derek Shepard. Shepard stick handles through the neutral zone with 22 seconds to go in the period. Everblades clear in. Glover first on the puck there for the Icemen. He'll stop behind his net with 15 seconds to go in the period. Glover still in control with it behind the net. He's got 2 men on him. He'll feed it finally to the left side for Glover. Glover actually got the blade of his stick caught in one of the doors. That was almost deadly there as time finally expires, and we'll head to the locker room with the Icemen down 2-1. Shots on goal in the first, the Everblades with 11, Jacksonville with 9. Scoring in that first period, Florida took a 1-0 lead. Tommy Thompson's 13th of the year at 4:56. David Brohl responds for Jacksonville on a rebound of a Jack Glover shot. Glover and Hunt both assisting on Brohl's second goal of the season. Time of that goal at 7:22 of the first period. The Everblades, however, respond. Cliff Pooh puts Florida on top 2-1, his second goal of the season at 14:44. We will take a break and return in a few moments with an interview with Everett Clark. We'll also have the ECHL scoreboard, and we'll get you up to date on the South Division standings as well. It is 2-1 Everblades after one period of play. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance; and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2019 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, the official puck provider; Warrior, the official protective wear provider; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
We're between periods with the Jacksonville Icemen and Florida Everblades. Arlie Johnson joined by Everett Clark tonight. Everett, let's go back to your last game Saturday in South Carolina. Team had just come off a loss in Orlando, a lot of travel, not feeling very good about things. Next thing you know, you're shorthanded a couple guys, and you come up with what I think may have been, honestly, at least the road performance of the year. Talk to us about the bounce-back effort from one night to the other and to get the victory in South Carolina.
I think everybody knew, how big of a game it was, points-wise. We were shorthanded, and I think, everybody came together, and, we had a great win as a team.
Was that discussed before the game about coming together because you're shorthanded? Was it discussed about, Friday night's performance in Orlando doesn't define us? How was the talk in the room?
Yeah, it's mentioned, but we don't want to, dwell on it too much because, we still got to go out there and play. I mean, we say, take shorter shifts, and, it's in the back of our minds, but we just went out there and played, I think.
And Everett, last week I know we had talked, and you were scuffling a little bit. You're not the only one on this team that's gone through this year, and, it's sort of the same thing. Just keep plugging away, and it finally comes for you. You get a goal in Orlando to kind of get off the schneid, and then you get a huge game winner. To me, that may have been the most important goal of the year to date as a team. Talk to us about the struggles of dealing with a goalless drought, and then how much of a relief it is having it off of your back, knowing that you're back on track again.
It is obviously a huge relief, but when you're going through it, the most important thing is, not to get down on yourself too hard. I know it can get easy, but if you dwell on it, then, you don't get any better. And the main thing is just, keep working and doing what works, and, eventually they'll come.
Do you talk to other guys, maybe some veterans in the locker room? Not necessarily you, anybody in this situation. Is there a kind of situation where you kind of lean on them? What do you do in these situations? Is it kind of an every man for himself and everybody has their own thoughts and processes on it?
No, I think, guys talk and help each other out. I was leaning a bit on Fowley because, he turned on the Jets, I think, the second half, and he was really, coming off hot. So, I was just trying to, talk to him and, stay as close to him as possible and see if I can catch some of his steam there.
It is amazing what just one simple goal can do, in terms of your attitude. How do you feel right now? How much you feel about your game and how much you can help this team now that streak has been lifted?
It's definitely a great feeling of relief. It feels good when you can contribute and, help the team win, in such a big way. So, I'm excited for that, and we got to come in to tonight's game and, just play the same as we did last game and hopefully get another win. And
it's a huge stretch that begins tonight. 9 of the next 10 games are at home. You've got Florida here, obviously the best team in the division. They've been that way most of the year. Yeah. Talk to us about this home stretch and how to get it started against such a solid team and, looking to get a winning streak going. It's been a little while since this team has had a streak.
It has. I think, being at home, having your home cooked meals, sleeping in your own bed, I think it's definitely, an advantage. And, practicing at our own rink and, just bonding with the guys more. So I think going through this stretch, we can, hopefully pull away with some points here at home.
We look forward to it. Everett, congrats on the win on Saturday, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. There's Everett Clark with us between periods. We'll come back in just a little bit. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance; and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2019 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, the official puck provider; Warrior, the official protective wear provider; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jax. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
We're back at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you as the Icemen trail the Florida Everblades 2-1 after one period of play. Let's move to the ECHL South Division standings. It is tight, and it will continue to be that way, I believe, all the way until it is all over, at least the regular season is over, which, by the way, is April 7th. From the top, it's the Florida Everblades. They've been there since about mid-November or so, and I don't think they're going to be relinquishing first place anytime soon. Florida, of course, tonight's opponent, 35 wins, only 12 losses, 5 overtime losses, 75 points on the season. They have an 18-point cushion over the second-place Orlando Solar Bears, but this is where it starts to get interesting in the South. Orlando at 27-19, 3-0 for 57 points. They only have a 1-point lead over the Jacksonville Icemen, so if Jacksonville wins tonight, they'll be alone in second place, at least for the time being. Jacksonville at 26-22, 2 overtime losses, 2 shootout losses for 56 points. They now have a 1-point lead over fourth place, which is South Carolina. The Stingrays just 1 point behind Jacksonville at 25-22, 5-0 for 55 points. And do not forget about the Atlanta Gladiators as well. Atlanta is on fire right now. I believe that they have gotten points in 14 of their last 15 games overall, and they are very much in the hunt right now. They're 5 points out of a playoff spot currently at 21 wins, 20 losses, 7 overtime losses, 1 shootout loss. They have 50 points, but they also have games in hand over everybody else, or at least over South Carolina and Jacksonville. 3 games in hand at that. So you have to be careful of the 5th place Atlanta Gladiators. Just behind Atlanta, just by 1 point, in fact, of the Norfolk Admirals. Norfolk, however, struggling a little bit more lately. They are 21-25, 4 overtime losses, 3 shootout losses for 49 points. And in the cellar is the Greenville Swamp Rabbits at 18-31, 3-2. Now to the ECHL scoreboard. 8 total games around the league tonight. We'll start in the North Division, where the Maine Mariners have a 5-0 lead on the road at the Reading Royals. Maine, who, by the way, just acquired Iceman defenseman Blake Kessel just a couple of days ago. I don't believe he's in the lineup tonight, but they are leading. It's now 5-1. Reading has just scored. Both those teams fighting for a playoff spot in the North Division. Also in the North, the Manchester Monarchs have a 2-1 lead at home over the Worcester Railers. A couple other games midway through the first period, still scoreless. Fort Wayne hosting the Wichita Thunder. Also, the Cincinnati Cyclones, 2-0 the lead for Cincinnati over the Kalamazoo Wings. Cincinnati, by the way, has taken over the top spot for the overall best record in the ECHL, even better than the Florida Everblades at this point. Cincinnati at 36 wins, only 9 losses, 3 shootout losses, 3 overtime losses for the Cyclones. 3 other games tonight, one of them with South Division implications. The Atlanta Gladiators have an interesting weekend. 3 games in 4 nights at the Rapid City Rush. So Atlanta is all the way in South Dakota right now. They play at about 8 o'clock Eastern time. So that game has not gotten underway just yet, but we'll certainly keep you up to speed on it. Also, the Kansas City Mavericks hosting the Toledo Walleye later this evening, and the Idaho Steelheads are hosting the Tulsa Oilers. We'll take one more quick break and come right back, getting ready for the start of period number 2. It is the Icemen trailing 2-1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jax. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
We are back at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. If you're watching on ECHL.TV, you're looking at a replay of David Brohl's rebound goal. That's the only Jacksonville goal tonight. A rebound of a Jack Glover shot from the right point. The Icemen were so close right there from Cody Fowley to tying it up at 2, but he banked one right off the post, just underneath the crossbar. So Jacksonville trailing by 1. It is 2-1 as we go into period number 2. Teams will start at full strength. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play. Jacksonville will be skating from my right to my left. They'll start with Chris Lolancet, Wasey Rabbit, and Cody Fowley. Jack Glover and Cale Detzel at the blue line, same way they started the game. Next goal critical. You certainly don't want to fall down by more than a goal against this Everblade team. Jacksonville controls the face-off, and we are underway in period number 2. The Icemen were outshot 11-9 in the first period. Pretty even contest, honestly, as the Icemen try to keep the puck in the Everblade zone, unable to do so. Instead, it is the Icemen at their own line. Detzel looking for Rabbit. He'll deflect in. Miller first on it for the Blades. Off the far boards for Michael Neville. Neville backhands it to the Jacksonville line. Comes loose. Neville gets it right back again. Lolancet pokes him down, but the Everblades take it into the zone. Jacksonville gets it right back. 2-man rush. Lolancet with a Rabbit. Rabbit crashes the net. Shot on goal. Stick save is made. Rebound is out of play. And Miller cross-checks Rabbit away after the whistle. Lolancet was just hoping to get that puck on net. He was not really in a shooting position, but he wanted to get it on goal, at least for the opportunity of a rebound for a Rabbit. They do draw an offensive zone face-off at the very least, and a line change for both clubs. Chris Newbury wins it easily to Scott Dornbrock at the left point. Slap shot. Save is made and covered by Phillips. Dornbrock's got a pretty good shot there from the left point. And we'll bring it right back to Phillips' right side. We're still in the opening minute of this second period. Newbury with Jake Randolph and Garrett Ladd. Newbury wins another one. Loose along the near side boards. Ladd trying to skate away. He's tripped up. No call there. Will play on. Derek Shepard plays it out to center ice. Dornbrock in control there for the Icemen. He'll wrist it around the wall. Phillips unable to block it behind the net. It comes to Ladd for the Icemen. Looking for Newbury behind the net. He goes down along with Ben Masella. Florida plays it away. This is going to be icing against the Everblades. So some good possession time in the offensive zone for the Icemen to start this middle stanza. Another line change for Jacksonville. Florida, of course, cannot change lines because of the icing call. It's Everett Clark centering a line with Garrett Hunt on the left, David Brohl on the right. Brohl, of course, the goal scorer so far for the Icemen. Brohl couldn't keep the puck in the zone this time. Florida plays it back to the Jacksonville line. Scott Dornbrock lifts it up the left wing for Brohl. Brohl for Hunt, knocked away by the Everblades. Blake Winicky skates into the zone. Tripped up on the play, no call there against Jacksonville. Will play on as Mingo feeds it to the left for Everett Clark. Clark over the blue line, onside, looks to go wide on Masella. Clark forced to just knock it behind the Everblade net. The glass goes clashing. Nearly came off of its stanchions, but we will continue on as the Everblades clear the zone. Man is down for Florida as well as Jacksonville clears it into the Florida zone. It is Walsh who is hurt. He's just now getting up to his feet. Florida touches up, now a steal from the Icemen in the zone. Shapiro with a drive just wide to the far post. Brohl holds it in to the line for Rigas. It is tipped away, and it comes out to center ice. Rigas had a man on his heels. He didn't know he was there as Jacksonville brings it back in. Rabbit to the blue line for Detzel. Cross ice at Shapiro at the left point. Looks to throw it in front. It is knocked away by Wade. Looking for Patrick McCarron. Low on set, forechecking on McCarron. Up the right wing boards, it does come out to the Jacksonville line. Detzel in control there for the Icemen. Jacksonville looking good here in this second period as Rabbit takes it over the line. Long slap shot, gloved and held by Phillips. 2.5 minutes gone by in the second. The Icemen still down by 1. It is 2-1. Another line change, this time for both teams. Shots on goal now even at 11. As the Icemen look for the equalizer. They trailed 1-0 and tied it up. They'll look to tie it up again, possibly even on this exchange. A shot from Glover goes wide. It comes off the end boards. Looks for Critchlow. Turnaround shot is blocked, and the net comes off of its moorings as he is looking for that opportunity. We'll bring it back into the Florida zone. Jamie Phillips looked like he was a little slow to get up there as well. Took off his mask. Face-off, in fact, will be outside the blue line. So I guess they're going to decide, or at least referee Alexander Ross makes the decision that it was the Icemen who took the net off of its moorings, maybe knocking Phillips into the post in the process. No penalty, though, just the face-off outside the line. Florida in control. It is Josh Wesley. Wesley dropping it back for Michael Downing. Downing over the blue line, carries it into the zone. Detzel defends on Downing, rides him into the glass. Puck comes free for Glover. Glover for Critchlow. Critchlow to the left side for Newbury. He'll wrist it in cross ice. Wesley and Randolph look for the puck. It is Wesley winning it, dropping it off the end boards. He took a hit from Randolph for his troubles. As Florida looks to clear away, they will say no icing here. We'll play on. Jacksonville in their own zone. Detzel's pass deflected back into the Florida zone. That was a little dangerous, but he gets away with it. Puck comes loose. Randolph tries to hold it in. Can't get it away. Comes to center ice where Detzel is tripped up. No call there, and here come the Everblades 2-on-1 because of it. McCarron with the puck. Looks to center. He'll take the shot instead. Save is made by Jaylett. I think that's the second time tonight he's made a save with his mask. Rebound comes up high for Jacksonville. Here comes Clark over the blue line. At the right circle. Centering feed. Nobody home. It comes to Cliff Pooh instead. Pooh for McCarron, up to the left side, deflected away. It is onside, however, as the Everblades clear it in behind the Jacksonville net. McCarron looks to center, feeds it for Pooh, another centering feed, knocked away by the Icemen. At the blue line, Masella holds it in. Pooh looking for Winicky. Stick is lifted by Garrett Hunt. Excellent defensive play. The Icemen with a three-man rush. Clark over the blue line. They are onside. Florida looks to clear it. They can't yet. It is Brohl. Brohl curling at the right point. He'll flip it behind the Everblade net. Justin Wade first on it there. Defending his Rabbit. Comes to the blue line where it's held in by Lolan Set. And the Everblades will have to regroup. 15:42 to go in the second period. Everblades lead 2-1. Brendan Miller for Justin Wade. Still in his own zone. Off the glass. Blocked by low onset. Wade will try again. Behind the net for Miller. Excellent forechecking here by the Icemen. Florida finally gets it to center ice, but no further. Jacksonville takes possession from there. Low onset for Chris Rigas. Rigas for Shapiro. Low outlet pass for Fowley, who will deflect it in. Phillips will play it himself for Miller. Off the end boards, a steal. Centering feed is knocked away by Florida and played out. Here come the Everblades, 3-on-2. They've got numbers. Rigas, the hit on a man. McCarron looks to center, all alone. Save is made. Jaylett stopping the attempt from Josh Wesley as Jacksonville has it through center ice. Rabbit chips in. Low onset chases after. Jacksonville looks to complete a line change. Low onset keeping the play along the boards. Downing knocks it free. Randolph is tripped up off the puck as Florida plays it out to center ice. Bouncing puck, it is Platzer for Florida. Into the zone, he'll wrist it behind the Jacksonville net. Well done by Jaylett to block it for Glover. Glover chips it off the glass and out. Fighting for it is Newbury. It's a foot race. Florida wins it. Ben Masella in his own zone. Nice outlet pass for Joe Cox over the blue line. Drop pass tipped away by Detzel. Held in briefly by Florida, but Jacksonville has possession. It is Glover. Back out to the center ice. Loose puck there. Nobody seems to get the handle to it. Here's the whistle. Penalty coming. It's on the Everblades. Slashing is the call. Kyle Platzer will head to the box. And a power play for the Icemen with 14:12 to go in the second period. Jacksonville did not score on their first power play, but they were about an inch away from a goal. Cody Fowley banked one off the inside of the post. Just a couple of seconds into that power play. On this one, however, it's the second unit starting off this power play. Everett Clark at center, David Brohl on the left wing along the glass, Chris Lalonde set in the slot. Garrett Ladd is also out there as a fourth forward. He has the puck for Dejan Mingo. Wrist shot deflected on goal. Save is made. Rebound poked wide by Brohl. Florida looks to clear, but it's held in by Ladd. Ladd around the wall all the way to the right circle for Lalonde set. Feeding it for Brohl behind the net. Florida defends on him. Everett Clark takes a man off the puck. It comes loose for the Everblades. McCarron will saucer it out of the zone. Jacksonville gives it up to Cliff Pooh now in the neutral zone. Pooh's going to kill a little more time, and he'll skate with it. And now it's shorthanded for the Everblades. Pooh with a centering feed knocked away by Jacksonville. They could have numbers if they hustle, but that is neutralized. Instead, the Icemen will just collect it at center ice. David Brohl over the blue line. He'll clear it in and chase after it himself. Everblades look to clear. Ladd holds in to the right point for Mingo. In the slot, it's Clark. Right side for Lalonde set. Circles the back of the net. Tries to center. It is blocked. He gets it back for Ladd at the left point. Now a steal from the Everblades. And it will be Neville with a wrist shot on goal. Jaylett will make the save. And he is forced to cover it up. He couldn't get it out of his equipment in time to play it. Still 59 seconds to go on the power play for the Icemen. As Jacksonville sends out Wasey Rabbit, Jake Randolph, and Chris Newbury, along with Cody Fowley. Rabbit will act as a fourth forward at the blue line if Jacksonville can set things up offensively. For now, though, they have a defensive zone draw. The Icemen collect. It is Scott Dornbrock, the only defenseman for the Icemen. He'll stick handle out of his own zone. Drop pass for Rabbit. Feeding it to the right for Fowley. With speed, he's over the blue line for Newbury. Newbury wrists it around the wall. Rabbit lets it go for Randolph. Randolph gives it up to Perkovich. Perkovich turns, tries to clear it out. Randolph blocks it and holds it in, looking for Rabbit at the right circle. Rabbit comes to the net, goes to the backhand, poked away. Randolph gets a piece of it, and Phillips is able to make a save on Randolph's attempt. Fowley and Downing now with some sticks up high with 31 seconds to go on this power play. Wasey Rabbit with an excellent move towards goal from the left faceoff circle. Stepped around a man, got a backhander away. Phillips poke checked that free from him. And Randolph with a soft attempt on the rebound, but Phillips was there for that one as well. Face off to Jamie Phillips' right. Jacksonville looking for the equalizer. Trailing 2-1. Still waiting for the drop of the puck between Chris Newbury and Tommy Thompson. Puck is down. Florida wins it and clears it. Jaylett will stop the puck behind his net for Dornbrock. Dornbrock waits for Blake Winicky to skate by. Here comes Dornbrock at his own blue line. Again with a drop pass for Rabbit. Rabbit over the blue line for Randolph. Randolph gives it up, tries to clear. Florida does, and they do get it away. It is Thompson in control. Tommy Thompson over the blue line. Going wide on Dornbrock. Backhander on net, and a save by Jaylett as Dornbrock shoves away at Thompson with 1 second left on the Florida penalty. So the Icemen will go to 0 for 2 with the man advantage, as Jaylett had to be alert on that backhander. And play continues to be physical here tonight, but no fighting as of yet. Cameron Critchlow on the ice here with Garrett Hunt and David Brohl. Critchlow takes the draw, comes to the near side wall for Cale Detzel. Detzel cannot clear the zone. Teams are at full strength as the Everblades try to work it into the Jacksonville end. Detzel plays it off the end boards in his own zone for Glover. Glover spins away from Joe Cox to give himself a little more space. Teams are skating 5-on-5 here as the Icemen trail by 1. Glover chips it off glass into the Florida zone. This is going to be icing against the Icemen. 11:51 on the clock in the second period. No goals here in this period. All the scoring was in the first. Florida with goals from Tommy Thompson and Cliff Pooh. The Icemen with a goal in between those. David Brohl, his second of the season. He scored over the weekend in Orlando. This is his first goal at home as a member of the Icemen. Critchlow against Platzer on this faceoff. Critchlow wins it. It is Detzel around the wall for Brohl. Brohl tripped up, no call. Florida holds it in. Downing with a drive. It is deflected wide. Comes off the end boards. Look out right at the goal line. And Jaylett finally gets his glove on it. That puck was spinning like a top as it came towards Jaylett. He will freeze it, and we will take a break in the action. 11:40 to go in the second. It is Florida 2, Jacksonville 1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jax. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin, rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn.
We are back to play as the Icemen skated into the Florida zone. Wasey Rabbit at the right circle. Saucer pass intended for Glover, knocked away. Comes back to Lalonde set. All the way to the blue line for Detzel. Wrist shot in the screen. Save is made. Rebound is there. Who's going to get it? The Everblades finally skated out into the corner and toss it into the Jacksonville zone. Glover slams it off the near side boards for Lalonde set in the neutral zone. Lalonde set gains center ice before forehanding in. Phillips will play it himself. Randolph with a steal. Couldn't center. Wesley takes the body on him. Lalonde set helping out 2-on-2 behind the Florida net. Randolph knocks it loose, but McCarron first on it from there. Ahead for Michael Neville. Neville for Joe Cox. Cox back for Neville. Poked away. Comes for McCarron, who drives one wide. Comes off the boards all the way to center ice. Randolph drops it for Lalonde set. Lalonde set clears it in. Randolph chases after it as Jacksonville completes a line change. Ben Masella in control for the Everblades. Lead pass for Cliff Pooh. Pooh will forehand it behind the Jacksonville net. Mingo first on it there. Driving it around the boards for Randolph. He is still on the ice. He's had a very long shift. He's got to head to the bench as the Everblades take over. Ben Masella ahead for Shepard as a man goes down for Jacksonville. Dornbrock knocks it away, however. It comes to David Brohl at his own line. Brohl looks for Newbury. It is blocked. Brohl gets it right back in the neutral zone. His pass is knocked away. Comes up high for Pooh. Pooh skates into the Jacksonville zone. Drop pass and a forehand just over the crossbar. On the forehand from Tommy Thompson. Everblades play it to the blue line. Masella at the right point, looking to the circle for Thompson. Defending on him is Garrett Ladd. Backhander is knocked away by Shapiro. Thompson gets it right back. All the way to the left point this time for Shepard, who will toss it behind the Jacksonville net. Winicky continues it along to the near side corner. Thompson to the blue line for Wade. Slap shot, blocker save is made. Rebound is covered as Shapiro took Tommy Thompson down off the play. 9:36 to go, and we will take another break. It is Jacksonville trailing the Florida Everblades 2-1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. The Icemen trailing the Florida Everblades 2-1. We're midway through the second period. Puck is in the neutral zone. The Everblades control and clear in. Chris Rigas against Tommy Thompson. Rigas wins it. He cannot clear it yet. He'll have another opportunity behind the net. Poking it for Critchlow. Critchlow also cannot clear it. It is Perkovich with a forehand. Gloved by Jaylett. He will hold it for the faceoff. Florida out shooting Jacksonville now 17-13 overall. As the Icemen look for some pressure here on the Florida defense. They have not had a whole bunch of it this period. They're getting outshot 6-4 in this period. But it only takes one. Jacksonville still down just by a goal at 2-1. On the same token, as I said at the beginning of this period, the next goal is so important as Florida gets a wrister away from the blue line. That goes wide. Fowley tries to golf it out of the zone. Can't do it. It is blocked. He'll try it again. Looks to kick it free. Gets it for low onset. Low onset at the blue line. Stolen by Florida and knocked away now by Jacksonville. Finally at their own blue line. It is Rabbit into the Florida zone. Icing is waved off as Downing beats low onset to the puck. Downing loses it to Rabbit. Slap shot, save, rebound, backhander, score! Cody Fowley makes it 2-2. I believe it went off an Everblades skate and caromed into the net. But they count just the same as Wasey Rabbit with a steal right in the slot. His slapper was denied by Phillips. Fowley's backhander actually would have gone wide, but it went off the skate of Josh Wesley and into the net. What a great break for the Icemen as Fowley connects for his 14th goal of the season. Rabbit the only assist at 11-13. We are tied at 2. A little puck luck there for the Icemen, but credit the steal from Wasey Rabbit on an ill-advised clearing attempt from the Everblades. And Fowley cashes in on the rebound. All 4 goals tonight, both for each team, have been rebounds of initial shots. So we'll see if the Icemen can continue to crash the Florida net as you listen to Joe Massa on the goal call.
Rabbit. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 13 seconds. Once again, your Iceman goal scored by number 19, Cody Fowley. Assisted by Rabbit. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 13 seconds.
Fowley from Rabbit. It is tied at 2. And the Icemen skate into the zone. 3-man rush. Dornbrock leading the charge this time. Plays it behind the Everblade net. Ladd
is double teamed, still gets it loose, finds Newbury on the backhand, can't get the shot away, tries to kick it to Shapiro, one-timer just goes wide. Newbury behind the Florida net, good pressure here from the Icemen. Rigas to Shapiro, one-timer is blocked in front. Ladd takes the body on a man. Jacksonville has a player spilled on the play that goes to Newbury behind the Florida net. Off the boards for Rigas at the point. He'll play it behind the goal once more. It is Randolph looking for Newbury. Newbury centering feed. Ladd deflects it just wide. Beautifully set up. Just couldn't put it on frame. Shapiro takes the body on the man as the Icemen complete a line change. That allows Florida the opportunity to get it out to center ice, but no further than that. Here comes Jacksonville again as Brohl is tripped up on the play. No call. McCarron and Hunt had a collision just prior to that. Play is in the Jacksonville zone. Shapiro first on it. Looks for a long outlet pass, thinks better of it. He'll just stick handle instead. Up the middle for Brohl, who will redirect it in on net. It was a bouncing puck. Phillips forced to make a save there. Wade for the Everblades. Around the left side for Patrick McCarron. He'll forehand behind the Jacksonville cage. Jaylett double team, but gets it away for David Brohl. Brohl cannot clear. Shot from the point is blocked by Detzel. Perkovic with a turnaround shot that is well wide. Comes to Brohl at the far boards. He'll backhand it out to center. It's a 2-2 hockey game. Cody Fowley has just tied it up. 6:42 to go in the second period of play. Florida with a centering feed knocked away and cleared out by Brohl. This will be icing against Jacksonville, assuming it reaches the goal line. It does, not by much. 6:31 on the clock. Face off in the Jacksonville zone. And the Icemen with a nice shift following the game tying goal. Always good to see a strong shift to continue the momentum, and I believe the Icemen did that there. Nearly took their first lead of the night, in fact. Everett Clark against Kyle Platzer on this face-off to the left of Tanner Jaylett. Jacksonville wins it. It is Jack Glover behind the net. Glover, a right-handed shot, flips it high into the air, comes into the Everblades zone. The Icemen get a line change as the Everblades take the puck. Wesley with speed out of his own zone. Over the blue line is Wesley. Richter on net, save is made, no rebound. Jaylett will hold it there and take the draw as Wesley tried to go coast to coast. Jacksonville changing up their defensive pairing. Scott Dornbrock and Dejan Mingo come out onto the ice. Chris Loansett on the draw against Michael Neville. Top line on for the Icemen. Loansett with Rabbit and Fowley. Fowley has been playing great hockey lately for the Icemen, aside from the game-tying goal just a couple of minutes ago. Florida looking for the wraparound. Comes up high instead. Jacksonville clears it away. Here's Fowley with Rabbit. Coming into the play is Loansett, 3-on-2. Rabbit for Loansett. Deflection and a save by Phillips. Loansett just got a piece of it, but Phillips was there with the left leg. Now it's Florida the other way. A wrister from Wesley goes wide. Comes off the end boards all the way to center ice. Florida in control from there, as the Icemen so close to taking their first lead of the night. Puck is bottled up at center. Florida takes over. Masella goes wing to wing for Shepard. Loansett defends on him. Wing to wing again, and it's McCarron for the Everblades. Over the blue line is John McCarron this time. No relation to Patrick McCarron, also for Florida. Pooh to the circle for McCarron. Another one off the mask of Tanner Jaylett. That's 3 tonight. The rebound comes for the Icemen. They'll play it into the Florida zone. Masella beats Ladd to the puck by a stride. He'll circle the back of his net and come up through the neutral zone. Ahead for McCarron. Play will be called offside. 5:03 to go in the second period. Cody Fowley has tied things up for the Icemen. It's 2-2. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
The best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.tv today to get into the game and never miss the action.
The Jacksonville Icemen looking for their third win in their last 4 contests. In the process, a victory would put them in sole possession of second place in the South Division. They would leapfrog over the Orlando Solar Bears. A lot on the line with only 20 games remaining in the regular season, including this one here this evening. Jacksonville with the puck as we resume live play. Garrett Ladd redirects into the Florida end. No icing here as Shepard beats Randolph to the puck for Florida. Shepard falls down. Newbury with a steal. Can't center it. Comes loose for the Everblades. Masella will chip it out to the red line. Detzel with it from there for the Icemen. Newbury redirects in. Ladd gives chase as Phillips leaves it for Masella. Around the boards, Florida now redirects into the Jacksonville zone where this will be called icing. So the Icemen have Florida on their heels a little bit right now. Getting the game tying goal from Cody Fowley. And a little pressure on the Florida net since then. They've had the best chance since then. A deflected shot by Chris Low-on-set. Clark gives it to Garrett Hunt behind the Florida net. Hunt taken off the play by Shepard at the blue line. Florida does clear it out to center. Just knocked away by David Brohl. The Everblades come right back. It is McCarron at the right circle. Slap shot saved by Jaylett, who continues to play very strong tonight. He's now saved 18 of 20 shots on the evening. They've been headhunting Jaylett tonight. As soon as I saw that John McCarron was going to wind up and fire a slap shot there, I was waiting for it to go right up towards his grill again. He's made 3 saves with his mask tonight. So a rough day at the office for Tanner Jaylett. Faceoff comes to his left. Puck is down. Icemen control. Shapiro goes around the boards for David Brohl. Nice touch pass to Clark. He's got Shapiro activating from the defensive spot. Shapiro is over the blue line. Playing it behind the Everblade net. Garrett Hunt first on the puck. Knocks it off the boards for Clark. Clark at the blue line. Trying to hold it in as Clark kicks it away onto his stick, giving it up again, this time to Patrick McCarron. And the Everblades start a 4-man rush, 3 back for Jacksonville. Rigas first on it for Jacksonville. He gives it up to Perkovich for Florida. Rister in a screen deflected wide. McCarron tries to go wide on Shapiro. Very well defended there by Shapiro. Thompson looks to center, goes to the blue line for Wade. Center point, Rister. Save is made again by Jaylett. Rebound for Perkovich for Florida. Now it's the Everblades with some pressure. Shapiro kicks a puck away, and it is Garrett Hunt knocking it off the boards and into the Florida zone. 3:17 to go in the second period. We're tied at 2. Josh Wesley for the Everblades, ahead for Thompson. Thompson backhands behind the Jacksonville net. Detzel is tripped up. No call. Will play on as the Icemen have possession. Shapiro out to center ice. Platzer right back for Joe Cox. Drop pass. Miller looks for a feed. Nobody there. Low-on-set takes the body on Miller. Behind the Jacksonville net. Now it's Detzel taking the body. Low-on-set tries to kick it free. Detzel is there to help out. Comes to the far side boards for Brohl. Brohl will backhand it away. Icing against the Icemen. And the whistle blows with 2:41 to go in the period. So back and forth we go. Each team getting some pressure here in this period. The only goal belongs to the Icemen, however, in this frame. Cody Fowley, his 14th of the year. And that now has him second on the team all by himself. He was tied with Chris Newbury. Lacey Rabbit, still your team's leading goal scorer. Lacey's got 20 on the campaign as the Icemen have the puck at center ice. Low-on-set over the red line, then over the blue. Low-on-set tries to go wide on Masella. Masella takes the body on him, comes free for the Blades. Derek Shepard with a low-on-set on his tail. Shepard feeds for Joe Cox into the zone. Drop pass. Platzer has it knocked away. It comes out to center ice. Well defended by Jacksonville. Masella at his own blue line. To the left for Shepard. Gains center ice before flipping it in. Jaylett will block it before it reaches the goal line. Plays it off the end boards for Dornbrock. Dornbrock for Mingo. Mingo's got a man on his hip.
tries to shield the puck away. Nice work by Chris Newbury to break it out to center ice for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit over the blue line, they're onside. Rabbit for Fowley on his backhand, throws it in front. Newbury couldn't get the deflection. Rabbit tries to hold it in. Florida knocks it away. We've got a whistle, and the Everblades are called for touching the puck with a high stick. Just an infraction, not a penalty. We'll bring it, or leave it rather, in the Florida zone with 1:48 to go in period number 2. Faceoff will be to the left side of Jamie Phillips. Newbury at center. Chris Newbury just turned 37 years old yesterday. Also just came off the injured reserve list tonight after missing the previous 8 games. Florida wins the faceoff. They get it to center ice. Jacksonville will skate back into their own zone to maintain control. Dornbrock around the wall for Mingo. He lets it ride for Garrett Ladd. Cross ice, good look for Everett Clark over the blue line by himself for the moment. Clark stops at the half wall in the Everblade zone. Brings it to the blue line. Critchlow is there, 50 feet away, centering feed all alone. Mingo scores! And the Icemen take a 3-2 lead on a beautiful pass from Cam Critchlow to Dejan Mingo. First lead of the night for Jacksonville. It's 3-2 with 1:23 to go in the period. What a feed from Cam Critchlow, who was covering for Mingo at the blue line. Nobody had Mingo covered. He actually had to kick it onto his stick. A great pass from Critchlow, but it was received beautifully by Mingo as well as he pots it into the open net. Mingo's 9th of the year at 18:37, and Jacksonville has the lead on the first place Everblades. Here is Joe Massa with your goal call.
Scoring his 9th goal of the season, number 10, Dejan Mingo. Assisted by number 23, Cam Critchlow, and number 17, Everett Clark. Time of the goal, 18 minutes, 37 seconds. Once again, your Iceman goal scored by number 10, Dejan Mingo, assisted by Critchlow and Clark. Time of the goal, 18 minutes, 37 seconds.
We are now in the final minute of the second period. The Icemen have erased a 2-1 deficit in this period. They now lead 3-2. Jack Glover clears it into the Everblade zone with 41 seconds to go in the period. Florida is first on the puck. They'll skate with it. Tommy Thompson over the blue line. That is it. Low on set knocks it free, trying to drop it back for Cale Detzel. Patrick McCarron knocks it loose, back behind the Jacksonville net, but the Icemen have possession. Fowley looks to clear, unable to do so. Penalty coming. And this is going to be on the Icemen, I believe. Holding is the call. Well, maybe it's against Florida. Hold on a second. I thought I heard the whistle blow when Jack Glover touched the puck, but apparently it blew before that. Penalty on the Everblades. It is Patrick McCarron. 2 minutes for holding. And a power play for the Icemen. Now leading for the first time tonight. And an opportunity to increase that advantage. Only 22.2 seconds left in this period. If they don't score here, they'll have plenty of time in the third period with this man advantage. Faceoff is to the left of Jamie Phillips. Chris Newbury will take the draw. He's got Cody Fowley to his left in the slot, Jake Randolph to his right along the far side boards. The blue liners are Scott Dornbrock and Wasey Rabbit. And Newbury is tossed out of the draw. Florida is saying that Newbury should get a penalty. Well, now Newbury stays in there. Puck is down. Nobody can get a handle to it. It ends up behind the Everblade net. Comes off the boards. Newbury cannot possess it. Florida skates out 2-on-2 shorthanded. Neville with a drop pass for McCarron. Whistle offside. 11.5 seconds to go in the period. Rabbit slow to get up. He's on one knee right now. Just now getting up to his skates. And we'll have a draw outside the Jacksonville blue line with 11.5 to go in this period. Coming up in the second intermission, we'll go through this upcoming homestand for the Icemen. 5 in a row starting tonight, and 9 of the next 10 here at home. Jacksonville kicks it into the Florida zone. Maybe one final chance. Florida tries to clear. It is blocked. Comes into the corner with 3 seconds to go. Clock stops now with 1.9 seconds remaining. The puck is caught underneath the pant leg of John McCarron.
I wonder if they'll add a little more time potentially too. 1.9 seconds to go. I don't believe that they will. Everett Clark will have to win this face-off to the top of the circle. That's what he's hoping for anyway. Can't do it. Time will expire. Rabbit got a shot towards net, but it wouldn't have counted. And the Icemen will go into the locker room, but they'll be awful happy with their play in that second period. Jacksonville trailed 2-1 after one period of play, but they erased that with goals from Cody Fowley, his 14th of the season, on a rebound of a Wasey Rabbit slap shot. Rabbit the only assist on that goal at 11-13. And at the 18:37 mark of the second period, Jacksonville takes their first lead of the night. Dejan Mingo on a great feed from Cam Critchlow. Mingo's 9th on the season. Also had an assist to Everett Clark on that goal. Again, with only 1:23 to go in that second period. Shots on net in the second. Florida gets 10 for a two-period total of 21. Jacksonville has 8. They've got a two-period total of 17. We will take a break and return in just a moment. The Icemen lead the first-place Florida Everblades 3-2 after 2. You are listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance; and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2019 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, the official puck provider; Warrior, the official protective wear provider; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena. Feel the chill of winter and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
We are through 2 periods of play. Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. And it's the Icemen erasing a 2-1 deficit in the second period. And a seesaw affair now has Jacksonville on top 3-2 after 2 periods of play. No easy feat against the Florida Everblades, by the way. Florida this year, when leading, they are dominant. I mean, they're dominant in general, but especially when leading after 1 or 2 periods. Florida, when leading after just 1 period, 22 wins, only 1 loss in regulation all season. Jacksonville hoping to make that 2 this evening. As I said before the break, the Icemen kick off a 5-game homestand tonight with this contest against the Everblades. It's also 9 of the next 10 at home. So let's set you up with what is ahead for the Jacksonville Icemen. This weekend, on Saturday, and for the first time all year, a Sunday matinee game. Jacksonville will entertain the Norfolk Admirals this weekend. Both of those games are against Norfolk. 7 o'clock on Saturday, 3 o'clock is the puck drop time on Sunday afternoon against the Norfolk Admirals. The homestand continues a week from tonight. Another Wine Wednesday against the Atlanta Gladiators, the first time that Jacksonville has hosted Atlanta since all the way back in November. And again, the Gladiators red hot right now. And I am very interested to see that game. A lot of playoff implications anytime that Jacksonville faces Atlanta for the remainder of the season, which, by the way, the Icemen face Atlanta 4 more times this year out of their final 20 games. All of them are here in Jacksonville. 5-game homestand concludes on Friday, March 1st against the South Carolina Stingrays. And that's an interesting 3-day weekend as Jacksonville is hosting South Carolina on Friday the 1st. They then visit South Carolina, a place where they've had good success this year against the Stingrays. That is Saturday night. And they come back on Sunday afternoon to host the Florida Everblades, a really tough matchup on Sunday, March 3rd against the Florida Everblades. And then the 9 out of 10 home stretch continues the following weekend. Jacksonville has 3 home games in 3 nights on March 8th and 9th against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, and on March 10th, another day game against the Atlanta Gladiators. That is your look ahead at the upcoming home schedule for the Jacksonville Icemen. For now, let's focus on this weekend. Make it here Saturday night at 7 o'clock or Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock as the Icemen host the Norfolk Admirals. We will take another break and return shortly. Jacksonville leads the Florida Everblades 3-2 after 2 periods. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance; and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2019 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, the official puck provider; Warrior, the official protective wear provider; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jax. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena. Feel the chill of winter and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Back at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena, Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. The Jacksonville Icemen have a 3-2 lead over the Florida Everblades, looking for their third win in their last 4 nights, also looking to get into second place all by themselves in the South Division. To the ECHL scoreboard we go against 7 other games tonight. One of them in the third period from Reading, where the Maine Mariners have a 6-2 lead on the road at Reading. Again, both of those teams fighting for a playoff spot right now. Maine currently in 6th place, but they are only 3 points out of a playoff spot. Reading, in fact, tied. Maine and Reading tied for 6th place with 53 points, so both of them just 2 points out of a playoff spot. But it's the Mariners with a 6-2 lead in the third period there. From Manchester, New Hampshire, the Monarchs have a 5-2 lead at home over the Worcester Railers. They are just underway in the third period of that contest. Midway through the second period from Fort Wayne, the Fort Wayne Comets have a 1-1 game against the Wichita Thunder. From Cincinnati, also in the second period, the Cincinnati Cyclones have a 3-0 lead over the Kalamazoo Wings. From Rapid City, South Dakota, the Atlanta Gladiators are out in the Northern Plains. I don't even know if that's the right term for Rapid City, South Dakota, but I'll go with it. And the Gladiators win the first of 3 games out there this weekend. They have a 1-0 lead, the Gladiators do, at Rapid City. Of course, the Icemen hoping for a Rapid City victory, not only tonight, but also on Friday and Saturday when those two teams square off again. Only other game tonight from Kansas City, Missouri. The Mavericks are tied with the Toledo Walleye 2-2 after 1 period of play. We will take another break and return to get ready for the third period. Jacksonville is on top 3-2 against a very good Florida Everblades squad. We'll see if they can finish it off and win this one here at home. Back in a moment. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance; and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2019 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, the official puck provider; Warrior, the official protective wear provider; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.tv.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.tv, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.tv today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jax. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
We are back at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you as we are getting prepared for period number 3. Jacksonville leads 3-2 over the first place Florida Everblades. We'll have some highlights on ECHL.tv in just a moment. In the meantime, let's tell you about a couple of facts and figures going into this third period. I already told you about Florida and just how good they are when playing with the lead. They've only lost one game in regulation all year when leading after one period of play, but they were leading after one tonight. They are trailing right now. Now to some second period highlights in just a moment. Another stat I want to give you concerns the Icemen when leading after 2, but we'll go through the highlights here first. As Wasey Rabbit with a steal in the slot, his shot was blocked, or saved rather, by Phillips, but the rebound for Cody Fowley, very fortuitous bounce. Look at the backhander go off the toe of Josh Wesley and into the net. And that is what evened things up at 2. The Icemen come right back. Dejan Mingo with a goal to give Jacksonville the lead on the feed from Cam Critchlow. That was all about the pass. Mingo handled that pass very well also, as Cam Critchlow was actually at the blue line covering for Mingo. And Mingo gets the goal, his 9th of the year. As for the statistic involving Jacksonville when leading after 2 periods, pretty good, 17 wins, 4 losses when leading after 2 periods of play. The problem is 3 of those 4 losses are in Florida. They were all on the road, but they were to the Everblades. Florida, when trailing after 2 periods, 4-11, but again, only 3 of those 4 wins are against the Icemen. So just because Jacksonville leads here, as we have just started the third period of play, does not mean anything yet. Jacksonville has to finish the job and play a great third period, which leads me to my next point. Do not play on your heels if you're the Icemen here in this third period. You have to play offensively. You have to play like it's still 0-0 as the Everblades get a wrist shot over the crossbar. It comes up high to Jacksonville. Jacksonville, remember, on a power play here. Rabbit over the blue line, feeding it to himself. Back for Newbury now at the right wing corner.
Plays it down low, off the end boards for Rabbit. Saucer pass to Dornbrock. Right circle, Newbury with a one-timer. Save made, rebound and a save as well. Randolph had the second attempt at the blue line. Dornbrock holds it in beautifully for Rabbit. Shot on down low, Fowley centering pass is blocked. Fowley gets it back. Feeds it to the line for Dornbrock. Circle, it's Newbury right side. Goes back to Dornbrock, it is deflected. Rabbit just holds it in. Playing it behind the net, Fowley. Centering feed knocked away. Florida will clear it. 32 seconds to go on the power play. Jaylett will leave it behind his net for Dornbrock. Wholesale changes for both teams here as Jack Glover comes onto the ice getting a little power play time, at least for one rush worth. Glover to the right for Loansett. Loansett over the line for Clark. Back to Loansett. Around the boards at the blue line. Can Detzel hold it in? No. He'll have to track it down at center ice. 7 seconds to go on the power play. Detzel in his own end. 18:24 to go in the third period. Detzel at center ice. Gives it up. Florida clears it away. It ends up in the bench of the Everblades. At least it touched somebody in the bench. It came back onto the ice surface, but the whistle blows, and we are back at full strength. Jacksonville now 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. They still lead 3-2. And we'll see if Jacksonville plays aggressively in this third period or if they just play defense. I certainly don't want them to just sit back and hope that they win. I want them to be able to take this victory rather than survive. Florida's too good a team to do that against, I think. Puck is at center ice. The Everblades backhand it behind the Jacksonville net. Jaylett will leave it there for Glover. Glover immediately double-teamed, and Florida gets the steal behind the net. Neville tries to center. Works it free for Platzer. At the line, it's Miller. Rister is blocked in front and never reached the net. Jaylett thought about touching the puck, but it would have been touching it outside or in the trapezoid or outside the trapezoid. He smartly did not touch the puck. The Icemen finally do get a clear out of the zone. No icing here as Florida collects behind their own cage. Josh Wesley feeds it to the left for Miller. Miller with a slap pass to the neutral zone. Patrick McCarron redirects behind the Jacksonville net. Jaylett feeds it for Dornbrock, then to Fowley, then to Loansett through center ice. Loansett's got a man on his heel, but he somehow gets it by him and over the blue line. Centering feed right in front, and the Everblades take it away. Perkovic 2-on-2 with McCarron. Perkovic over the line. Rister, save is made by Jaylett. Reaching up with his right shoulder to redirect it over the glass and out of play. And Patrick McCarron gets a piece of Chris Rigas well after the whistle. Face-off will be in the Icemen zone. It'll come to the left side of Tanner Jaylett. The Icemen looking for their 4th victory of the season against Florida. They play them 13 times this year. This is game number 11 of 13. They're 3-7 against the first place Blades this season. All of the wins at home. Obviously looking for another home victory tonight. Everett Clark against Tommy Thompson on this draw. Scramble for it. The Icemen pull it away. It is Critchlow chipping it off the glass out to center ice. Shepard goes wing to wing for Perkovic. He'll forehand in. First on it there is Kyle Shapiro. Shapiro chips it off the boards again out to center ice. Loose right along the penalty boxes. Garrett Hunt tries to knock it free. Looking for Clark. Broken up by the Everblades. Bouncing puck. Big collision penalty coming up. And this one's on the Icemen. Tripping is the call against Chris Rigas. And a power play for Florida. Garrett Hunt now wants a piece of Nathan Perkovic well after the whistle. And we'll see if the two of them drop gloves. They're still staring one another down. Still doing the same thing. Finally, Charlie O'Connor will separate Perkovic from Hunt. Nathan Perkovic at 6'5" against the 5'9" Garrett Hunt. I believe the original penalty is going to be the only penalty here. Chris Rigas for tripping. Just the second power play of the night for the Everblades. You do not want to allow Florida opportunities with the man advantage. The Icemen have played a very disciplined game tonight thus far. Jacksonville comes out with Chris Newbury and Wasey Rabbit, two veterans as their penalty killers. Dejan Mingo, who has the go-ahead goal tonight on defense, along with Scott Dornbrock. Face-off is to the right of Tanner Jalette. The Everblades counter with John McCarron, Kyle Platzer, and Blake Winicky up front. At the blue line, it's Derek Shepard, and a fourth forward is Joe Cox. Everblades win the draw. Mingo looks for a steal, however, and a penalty coming. Mingo draws the penalty. Hooking against Florida, and then Platzer takes a hit after the whistle, I believe, from Chris Newbury. And tempers continue to flare here. The initial penalty was to Florida just 5 seconds into this power play, and we'll see if that's the only penalty. Hooking to Platzer. And I believe that's going to be it. So much for that power play. We skate 4-on-4 for the next minute 55. The Icemen will have a 5-second power play of their own, barring any other calls from referee Alexander Ross. For now, we'll play even strength, if not full strength. On the penalty, that brings the faceoff back into the Everblades zone as well, but Florida controls it. Josh Wesley spins away from Chris Lalonde set. Wesley through the neutral zone. Again, 4-on-4, so lots of open ice. Wesley all the way into the zone. Centering feed went off a skate and went just wide of the far post. It comes to the corner for the Icemen. It is Dornbrock leading the charge. Dornbrock collides with his numerical counterpart in Michael Downing, number 5 against number 5. Downing now has possession for the Everblades. Ahead for John McCarron. McCarron with Joe Cox. And we've got a whistle. McCarron with a wrister that went off the crossbar behind Jalette, but it was just after the whistle. Would not have counted. I assume that Jalette just let up a little bit as soon as he heard the whistle. Offside against the Everblades. 16:01 to go in the third period. Jacksonville leads 3-2. Newbury stays on the ice, this time with Garrett Ladd. Florida has the puck. Wesley drifting back into his own zone. Newbury forechecking on him, forcing Wesley all the way back behind his own net. Newbury curls away. Wesley feeds to the left for Downing. Cross ice look at his Neville with a little bit of space through the neutral zone. Neville is over the blue line. Detzel defends. It comes back to the blue line for Wesley. Initially lost the puck, but gets it back and keeps it in. Behind the net, Jalette will feed it to the right for Glover. Glover with a nice outlet pass to Garrett Ladd. Ladd just circling back into his own zone. Feeds it to Glover. Gets the give and go for Ladd. Over the blue line by himself. Wrister just over the crossbar. Used the defender as a screen and nearly worked it to perfection. Florida clears it back to the Jacksonville line. Dejan Mingo, the defenseman, leads the charge for the Icemen. Mingo 1-on-4. He'll backhand it into the corner as the Icemen complete a line change. Miller just gets it away from Clark. Feeding it for Cliff Pooh. Thompson through the neutral zone for Florida. Thompson is over the blue line. Going wide on Mingo. Cuts to the forehand. Couldn't get the shot away. Dornbrock knocked it free from him. Puck comes loose for Fowley. Fowley with Clark. Clark over the blue line. Tries to step around a defender. It's Fowley. Can't get the shot away. Fowley nearly got it to his forehand as Clark started that charge. Jacksonville's going to get their player back in just a moment as Dornbrock just levels Thompson. Miller goes after Dornbrock. Rigas goes after Thompson. Thompson is slow to get up. The whistle blows with 14:33 to go in the period. The hit was clean from Rigas on Thompson, but Florida certainly took exception to it. And we'll see what we have developing from this, if anything for that matter. The initial penalty to the Icemen has expired. There is 1 second left on Kyle Platzer's penalty. And we'll see what this call is going to be. Alexander Ross with his hand up in the air. I don't believe he's calling any penalties here at all. He's not going anywhere near the scorer's table. He's got his hand in the air at center ice. Face off outside the Jacksonville blue line. He is letting them play. I have no problem with that. I think this game's been pretty well officiated by Alexander Ross tonight. 3 power plays for the Icemen, Actually, technically 4. The 4th is going right this moment. Florida with 2. Nobody has a power play goal tonight. All the goals tonight are at even strength. And still some jousting at the faceoff. As the puck drops, Kyle Platzer comes out of the penalty box. We are now skating 5-on-5 as Jacksonville chips it in behind the Florida net. Everblades first on the puck, and a big collision. Critchlow is down. He is hurt. And a penalty's coming to Platzer. Critchlow is down behind the Florida net. Call it a high stick, call it interference, call it what you will. It's a high stick against Platzer. Critchlow getting up onto his feet right now as Scooter McClay, the Icemen trainer, comes out to tend to Critchlow. Critchlow got up before McClay could get there. High sticking against Platzer. Could have been interference just as easily. He hit Critchlow up high, right at the Florida net, right around his head. I was worried more than anything that Critchlow maybe hit his head against the post of Jamie Phillips. He missed it barely. It is a power play here for the Icemen. Draw will be to the right of Jamie Phillips. Jacksonville sends out Chris Newbury, Cody Fowley, and Jake Randolph. Wasey Rabbit at the blue line with Scott Dornbrock. This is their typical first team power play. Florida wins the draw. They just barely clear it. Dornbrock got a chunk of it at the blue line but couldn't hold it in. Dornbrock carries it into his own zone for Rabbit. Off the end boards, back for Dornbrock. Dornbrock with a drop pass for Rabbit, and here come the Icemen out of their own zone. Wasey Rabbit to the right for Fowley. Fowley steps around a man over the line. Offside will be called. 1:38 to go on this power play. The Icemen would love to connect here with the man advantage. 1 goal leads against Florida, never enough. Gotta get some insurance. Case in point, last time these two teams played in Florida, the Icemen had a 4-1 lead in that contest, but let it slip away. Ultimately lost that one 5-4. Even before the drop of the puck, we've got Brendan Miller exchanging unpleasantries with David Brohl. Face off outside the Florida blue line. Everblades take over. Josh Wesley will stick handle behind his net. Miller and Brohl still jawing at one another as Florida looks to play it ahead. Miller on the forehand will drive it off the boards and back behind the Jacksonville net. Mingo on it there for the Icemen. Mingo out of his own zone to the right for Lancet. Streaking up the right side over the line, it's Clark. Trickles it in on Phillips, who will cover it up, and then Wesley taps Clark, and Clark with a bit of a spear on Josh Wesley that I don't think Alexander Ross caught, and I sure hope not, because that easily could have been called. Wesley certainly didn't like it. And this is as chippy a game as I've seen, not so much in terms of fights, but a lot of extracurricular stuff after the whistles. High sticks after almost every whistle. Jabs to the face. Jabs with your stick. Seemingly nonstop, at least since the second period on. Top power play unit is back on the ice for the Jacksonville. 1:14 to go on the power play. Florida wins the faceoff. Wade slaps it around the boards. It is held in by Wasey Rabbit for Randolph, and then around the boards behind the net. Newbury at the right circle. Saucer pass to Dornbrock. Center point. To the left, it's Rabbit. Fakes the shot. Cross ice. Newbury. One-timer. Save is made by Phillips. He lost his mask in the process. So he flips the mask off of his head and gets the whistle. It's an automatic call from the referee. So some headhunting now done by Jacksonville. Tanner Jaylett has had 3 saves with his mask tonight. Jamie Phillips with his first right there. As Newbury with a one-timer. It was a great setup from Rabbit, finding the seam of the Everblade defense. And you can see the strap come undone on impact on that one-timer from Chris Newbury. Phillips will get some time to collect himself. Fowley this time on the face-off against John McCarron. Fowley wins it, but it goes between the point men and back to the Jacksonville line. Dornbrock in front of his netminder starts the charge for the Icemen.
through the neutral zone. Drop pass for Rabbit. Rabbit now through center ice. Feeds to the left for Randolph. They're onside. Randolph chips it for Rabbit. Around the boards. Newbury closes. Can't keep it in. Florida gets the steal. Pooh, shorthanded. Defending is Dornbrock. Centering feed. Fowley with a penalty. Penalty on Cody Fowley. Hooking is the call. As the Everblades were bidding for a shorthanded attempt. I don't mind this penalty on Cody Fowley. I don't argue the call either. If Fowley doesn't hook this man, which I believe was McCarron, I'm not positive. Let's see if there's a replay, but whoever it was, if he does not hook him, it's probably a man right on the doorstep of Tanner Jaylett. 4-on-4 for the next 28 seconds. The Everblades will have a power play after that. We're down to 12:47 to go in the third period. Jacksonville leads 3-2 over the Everblades. The Icemen win the faceoff. It is Glover in his own zone. Softly to the right for Detzel. Cross ice look. It's low onset over the blue line. Cuts into the slot. Misfires on the shot, but gets it right back. Looks for a man in front. He's got Ladd there. Low onset with a toe drag and a save made by Phillips. Excellent individual effort there from Christoph low onset. Florida now gets to the loose puck. Out of the penalty box is Kyle Platzer. Power play, Everblades. Thompson with a drive. Save is made by Jaylett. Rebound for Patrick McCarron at the right wing half wall. And the Everblades set up on the man advantage. It is Wesley behind the Jacksonville net. The defenseman is in deep. Platzer overskates the puck. It comes up high to Critchlow. And Jacksonville moves it back to the Florida line. Winicky in control there. Good to see Critchlow back out onto the ice after taking a big hit on his last shift. 1:04 to go on this power play for the Everblades. Shepard over the blue line, offside, Florida. Blake Winicky over the line by a stride. Maybe not a full stride. Any offside is pretty much by a split second, let's face it. So Winicky, offside by a split second, we'll say. Low onset penalty killing with Wasey Rabbit. 1:01 to go on the power play for Florida. Jacksonville's defensive tandem, Scott Dornbrock and Dejan Mingo. Dornbrock has had quite an impact on the Icemen since being acquired from the Reading Royals, and he helps clear this puck as well. Good two-way play from Scott Dornbrock. Steady on the blue line, the big 6'3", 230-pound defenseman. Florida back into the offensive end. It's John McCarron. Hunt defends on him. Goes behind the net for Joe Cox. Back to McCarron. Hunt still defending on McCarron. Off the boards to the blue line. Shepard for Platzer. Platzer at the left point. Closes. Wrister just wide to the far post. Man falls down for Florida. Jacksonville gets to the loose puck, and Dornbrock will clear it out. Down to 17 seconds to go on the power play. Phillips leaving the puck for Miller. Fans wanted a penalty call on Cox, but none coming there. The Everblades in their own zone. It is Thompson as another man goes down for Jacksonville. Critchlow this time. Over the blue line is Pooh. Centering feed is blocked. He gets it right back behind the Jacksonville net. Comes to the blue line. Downing with a wrister. Save is made by Jaylett. He will freeze it and take the face-off. Out of the penalty box is Cody Fowley. We will take a break with 10:42 to go in the third period. Jacksonville still leading. 3-2 is your score. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action. Faceoff is in the Icemen zone midway through this third period. No scoring in this period yet. Jacksonville trailed 2-1 after one period, but goals from Cody Fowley and Dejan Mingo in the second have the Icemen on top. 3-2 is the score as Jacksonville clears out to center ice. Florida risks it right back in. They've got a couple of men still in the zone, so a delayed offside. Now waved off as Jacksonville collects. Rigas with a nice outlet pass to Everett Clark. Tipping it for Garrett Ladd. Back to Clark into the Florida zone. Clark got hit up high, right on the face by Wesley. 2-on-2 battle. Wesley still going after Clark as it comes to Shapiro with a drive just wide. Clark wants a piece of Wesley. Wesley doesn't drop the gloves. Wesley did everything but drop the gloves, and I think both of them are going to go. Crowd really wants something. Man, this arena is just bubbling to a boil all night long. Shapiro just inches away from putting the Icemen on top by a pair with a one-timer. Everybody else was watching Wesley and Clark off the puck. So 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. At least one of the calls was for roughing. It maybe is both of them. Clark now staring into the Florida penalty box. He doesn't want to finish talking to Josh Wesley. Looks like roughing for each player. Face off in the Everblades zone. Shots on goal, Florida with 23, Jacksonville with 20. Face-off is controlled by Florida. It is Masella behind his own net. Lolanset and Rabbit up front for Jacksonville. Long outlet pass picked off by the Icemen at center. Here comes Lolanset looking for Rabbit. Saucer pass is blocked by Masella. Masella cross ice for Joe Cox. Slightly behind him. He somehow collects it. Nice shift as well, deking around Wasey Rabbit. Cox takes it over the blue line. Into the Jacksonville zone. Saucer pass to the line. Shepard loses the handle. Foot race for the puck in the neutral zone. Lolanset wins it. Lolanset with a feed for Newbury. Wrister is gloved by Phillips. He'll leave it for Derek Shepard, and we will play on. Nice feed from Lolanset to Chris Newbury there for that opportunity. It is Shepard with an outlet pass for John McCarron. Then for Masella. Give and go to McCarron. Mingo defends. McCarron gets around him. Forehand save is made. Rebound comes from Mingo. 2-on-2 with Newbury. Mingo is over the blue line. Tries to cut to the inside. Gives it up to Florida. It comes back to the Everblades zone. Shepard has it from there. Still 4-on-4 for another 56 seconds as the Icemen complete a line change. Miller in the neutral zone. Gains the line. An immediate interception there from the Icemen. It is Shapiro for Fowley. Fowley over the blue line. Saucer pass for Ladd. Ladd into the near side boards. Miller knocks him off the puck, and the Everblades have it. 4-on-4 for 36 more seconds. It is Downing behind his own net for Florida. Ladd heads to the bench as Downing with a long outlet pass. Miller from the blue line. Wristing it behind the Jacksonville net. Jaylett will leave it there and play it up the right side for Glover. Glover spins away from Winicky. 8:30 to go in the third period. Jacksonville still leads 3-2. Rabbit in the neutral zone. Touch pass for Critchlow over the blue line. Critchlow stops at the half wall. To the line, it is Glover. Glover steps around a man into the corner. Behind the net now is Glover. All the way to the opposite wing. He'll drop it behind the net, trying to set up Critchlow as each team gets a man back out onto the ice. Team skating 5-on-5. Just over 8 minutes to go in the third period. Jacksonville leading 3-2. The Icemen with control at center ice. Critchlow shovels it over the blue line. Masella first on it there. Circle to circle for Shepard. Cross ice again. Ladd nearly got the steal. Shepard has it once more at his own blue line for the Everblades. Ahead for Pooh. Pooh for Shepard over the blue line. They are onside. Shepard with a sharp angle shot, and Jaylett just keeps his pad up against the short side post and has it frozen between his blocker and his pad. Faceoff will be in the Icemen zone with 7:42 to go in the third. Jacksonville still nursing this 3-2 lead over the Florida Everblades. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jax. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena. Feel the chill of winter and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, Follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Faceoff is in the Icemen zone, right side of Tanner Jaylett. Jacksonville takes it. It is Kyle Shapiro up the right side. Looks for an outlet, trying to set up Garrett Hunt. Bottled up in the neutral zone. The Icemen do get it over the Florida line, but that is all. Everblades with it from there. Derek Shepard out of his own zone with David Brohl forechecking. Look out as the puck goes over the glass and into the crowd. Nobody there. I think everybody's okay. Just a face-off, I believe, in the neutral zone. Yeah, it was just over the blue line when they cleared it in. Cam Critchlow against Tommy Thompson on this faceoff. Critchlow against Thompson once more. Jacksonville played in a strong third period. Had a couple of opportunities. They played very strong defensively. As Shapiro will bring it into the Florida zone. Forechecking is Brohl, putting the lumber down on Downing. No pun intended as the Icemen get a steal. Newbury looking for Brohl on the deflection. Couldn't get a piece of it. It comes to the far side wall for the Everblades. Perkovic out to center ice. He'll chip it in. Jaylett leaving it for Chris Rigas. Rigas behind the net. Up against the wall. McCarron tries to knock it free. Shapiro, good defensive work. Getting it loose for Rigas once more. Florida with a steal. Centering feed blocked in front. Where is it? Another centering feed. Jaylett with another save. Rebound comes free for Garrett Ladd. He'll circle around a man and start the charge ahead. Garrett Ladd from the red line will backhand in, giving chase after it. Icing is waved off because Ladd would have been first to the puck. Ladd got hit up high, no call. As the puck comes free, it goes to the Icemen. Behind the net, Ladd centering feed. On net, save made by Phillips. Two of them, in fact, on Christophe Lalonde. And the faceoff will be in the Everblade zone. Great speed there from Garrett Ladd, preventing what would have been an icing call. And instead of a defensive zone draw, it becomes an offensive zone draw. Faceoff will be to Jamie Phillips' right side. Top line on for the Icemen, looking for some insurance here against the first place Everblades. Rabbit on the faceoff. Florida wins it and clears it. Bounces to the Jacksonville line. Detzel knocks it off the boards for Fowley. Fowley looks to split the four checkers ahead for Christophe Lalonde. He'll redirect into the Florida end. Miller first on the puck there for the Everblades, getting around Wasey Rabbit. Miller through center ice, picked off by Jacksonville. Everblades get it right back. Platzer will wrist it behind the Icemen net. Detzel first on the puck there. Cox with a steal with 5:55 to go in the third period. Lalonde takes the body on Michael Neville. Still physical hockey game tonight. Glover for Jacksonville. Tries to keep it away from Platzer. Along the boards, comes all the way to the blue line. Wesley couldn't handle it, and it's out to center. Wesley for the Everblades. Ahead for Platzer, who will deflect it into the zone. Florida gets a line change. Jacksonville gets the puck. And we have a whistle. What's the call? 5:32 to go in the third period. I'm not sure what the call is, but either way, we will take a break. It is Jacksonville 3, Florida 2. You are listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League. including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.tv today to get into the game and never miss the action.
Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.tv and JacksIcemen.com. No scoring in this third period. Jacksonville still leads the Florida Everblades 3-2, 5:32 to go in the third. Faceoff is in the Icemen zone. Jacksonville wins it, but they do not clear it. Winicky holds in, looking for Pooh in the corner. McCarron pinned up along the boards. Scott Dornbrock takes the body on him. Critchlow tries to knock it free. Comes to the near side wall. Shepard holds in, pinching in all the way from the blue line. Critchlow looks to knock it free. A couple of men both go down. No call there, just incidental contact. Tied up now behind the Jacksonville net. Who's going to end up with it? It is Pooh for Florida to the blue line for Masella. Cross ice for Shepard. Wrist shot deflected on net. Jaylett makes the save. Rebound behind the goal. Winicky for Pooh. Indirect pass for Masella at the blue line. Steps away from Garrett Hunt on his backhand. Feeds it to Shepard at the left circle. Walks in, centering pass. Deflected just wide by McCarron. Great setup by Florida. Jacksonville really on their heels right now. Slap shot goes just wide from the blue line from Masella. Held in by Shepard this time. Shepard in the left wing corner. Behind the net for John McCarron. Dornbrock defends. The Icemen are exhausted out there. They need a clear desperately. McCarron loses it at center ice. Garrett Hunt staying on him all the way. It comes out to center. Jacksonville gets a couple of men back out now. And now Florida tried to clear him, but it goes out of play. And Shepard chops at Garrett Hunt's leg well after the whistle. So many things after the whistle tonight. 4:21 to go, and the Everblades were so close to tying it up. That centering feed from Shepard to McCarron. McCarron was all alone on the doorstep, but he just couldn't redirect it inside the far post. He poked it wide. Face off in the neutral zone, 4:21 to go in the game. Everblades have it. Perkovic clears it in. Chris Newberry first on the puck for the Icemen. Flips it high into the air. It bounces at the red line. Back for the Everblades and Michael Downing. Randolph forechecking on him. Cross ice pass. Justin Wade, look out as he flies one cross ice. It goes high off the glass and barely stays in play. Ladd wrists it on net. Phillips makes the easy stick save. The Everblades with the rebound. Downing out of his own zone. Gains center ice before forehanding in. Jaylett has it there behind the net for Shapiro. Shapiro kicks it onto his stick. Carries it up the right side and again just chips it safely out to the Florida line. 3:38 to go in the game. Jacksonville leads 3-2. Miller for Florida. Long outlet pass. Possible breakaway. Neville left side centering feed. Oh, what a save! Tanner Jaylett saves the day for the Icemen. Sliding from post to post. A miraculous left pad save to keep the Icemen on top. Florida still in control, however. It is Wesley to the right side for Joe Cox. Walks in and fires. It is high and wide. Comes to the blue line for Miller, who holds it in. Goes behind the net. Neville and Glover locked up. Cox behind the net. Centering feed goes by everybody and out to center ice. Oh, we'll be talking about that Tanner Jaylett save for a long time. He's now saved 24 of 26 shots. None better than that one. Not just tonight, possibly his save of the season for Jaylett. Florida gains the blue line, but that is all. Jacksonville clears it right back out. We're down to 2:40 to go in the game. Everblades with it behind their own cage. It is Derek Shepard dropping it back. Over the blue line comes Florida. Winicky with a drive, stick to side by Jaylett. Rebound behind the net. McCarron centering feed. Winicky with a backhander and another save by Jaylett with the stick. He will freeze it and take the face off. 2:19 to go. Crowd still buzzing over that sparkling save from Tanner Jaylett. Let's see if we can find the replay on this one. Here's the replay of Jaylett's stick save just now. The one everybody wants to see, though, was just moments before that. Timeout, I believe, called by the Everblades. Florida now out shooting Jacksonville 28-22. In this period, 7 shots for Florida, 5 for Jacksonville. The Icemen looking for their 4th victory of the year against Florida, trying to get this homestand off on the right foot. Again, this is the first of 5 in a row at home and 9 out of 10 at home. Next up for the Icemen this Saturday at 7 o'clock and Sunday at 3 o'clock, both against the Norfolk Admirals. Crowd up on their feet right now as Tanner Jalette makes the save of the year for the Icemen, I believe. Certainly high on the list. But there's still work left to be done. Face-off is going to be to the right side of Jalette. The net is empty for Florida. Jamie Phillips is already on the bench with 2:19 to go in the game. 6 skaters on for Florida. Taking the face-off for the Icemen is Christoph Lolancet against Tommy Thompson. Along with Lolancet, it is Wasey Rabbit and Cody Fowley, the defenseman Jack Glover, and Cale Detzel. Florida wins the draw. Centering feed, it went right through the legs of Joe Cox. He was all alone on the doorstep and had been able to handle it. Jacksonville chips it up the right side, out of the zone. Fowley towards the empty net, broken up by Platzer. Florida in their own zone with the puck. 2 minutes flat to go in the game. Shepard in the neutral zone, gets away from Fowley. Centering, over the blue line we go. Onside is Florida. John McCarron taps it into the corner. Thompson takes a big hit. Florida still with it. It goes to the blue line for Platzer. Right point. Defending is Rabbit. Left sided is Shepard. Back to Platzer. Down low for Winicky. Winicky to the line for Platzer again. 1:35 to go. Wrister is deflected wide. It goes to Cox at the left wing half boards. Cross ice look, it is Platzer. Cross ice, Shepard at the blue line holds it in. Steps around Fowley. Wrister in the screen is blocked. Jacksonville dives trying to clear it out. They can't do it. Cox with it. To Platzer with 1:17 to go. Cox at the left circle. To the line, it's Shepard. Shot is deflected wide. It comes to the left boards for Rabbit. Rabbit just clears it to an open wing and out to center ice. Play continues. Florida right back into the zone again. Playing it behind the Jacksonville net. Jalette plays it around the boards. Final minute of play here in the 3rd period. Everblades keep it in the zone. Cross ice look, deflected away. Can Randolph clear? No. It goes back into the corner. Pooh in control for the Everblades. Feeding it to the far boards for Winicky. At the blue line, it's Platzer. Centering feed. Pooh looks to throw it in front. It is broken up. Florida has it knocked away. They get it back. Platzer looking for Pooh. All the pressure is the Everblades here with 33 seconds to go. Centering feed knocked away by Randolph. Not cleared. Pooh at the half boards near side. To the blue line for Shepard. Shepard back for Pooh. Down to 23 seconds to go. Pooh to the blue line for Platzer. Right side, it's Winicky, and a drive goes wide. It caroms back to Pooh at the blue line, 15 seconds to go. Winicky at the right circle. Looking for Platzer in the slot. Goes off his skate. To the blue line, it's Pooh. Shot towards goal, goes over the crossbar. 5 seconds to go. Florida still with it. McCarron puts it wide. It's off the glass, out to center ice, and Jacksonville has defeated the Everblades. 3-2 is your final score as the Icemen survive the final couple of minutes and win this one by a score of 3-2 over the Florida Everblades. Tremendous pressure from Florida in the closing minutes, but thanks to a sparkling save from Tanner Jalette, Jacksonville gets the victory and moves into 2nd place all by themselves. We'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. We have your 3 stars of the game coming right up, followed by an interview with your number 1 star tonight. Stay tuned for that as Jacksonville wins tonight 3-2 over the Florida Everblades. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with your players of the game.
All righty, Iceman fans, let's meet our 3 stars of the game. Your 3rd star, he scored a goal this evening, number 34, David Brohl. And your number 2 star this evening with 26 saves, goaltender number 31, Tanner Jalett. And your number 1 star, he had the game-winning goal, number 10, Dejan Mingo.
Here with Jacksonville Icemen, your number 1 star of the game. Always nice to make the first place Everblades. They never make it easy. Came down to the wire. Talk to us those closing minutes and keeping Florida off the scoreboard at the end.
That was the longest 2 minutes ever. But we just had to stay in the middle and stay clutch side and protect the net.
Tanner, I think the crowd still fuzzy about the safety. Maybe with just over 2 minutes left. Maybe the save of the season. Keep you guys on top. What did you see through against the point on that?
That's a big save for that was inside. Maybe it's overtime and everything. But at 2-0, that was a big save.
And you also had the game winner. It seemed like you came this close to it still. You were down low. You were stuck right through the game. I don't know if there was some communication. Maybe some line on that. Through that game winning goal.
I saw Parker pull up here and I went in. And there was 0 communication. We just went with the play. And first time we got home.
Certainly worked out very well. Congratulations, Dejan. Icemen win with the 4-4-2. Next up, Saturday night at 7 o'clock for you, the Norfolk Admirals.
Fans, thanks for joining us this evening at Veterans Memorial Arena. Get home safely, and we will see you back here this Saturday when the Icemen take on the Norfolk Admirals.